What's going on, everybody? GemMint here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to unbox and review the brand new Spider-Man Premium format by Sideshow. This was actually a really small box and no tape. It's just got the two straps on them and one layer. So lifting off the top, you can see what we have inside here. We've got the base, we've got Spider-Man, and a piece of webbing. Removing all the plastic, we can get a clearer shot. And let's take a look at that piece of webbing first. So definitely inspired by the Todd McFarlane spaghetti webbing. I like the material that's used here, and I like how the end feels like a little hand coming out to grab you. Here's the bottom of the base, number 440 out of 750. No exclusive, just one edition here. And here's the back of that perspective base. So you have these paint applications, and then you have this decal on the back, which will carry over to the front as well. So you have the Oscorp logos, and then going down the side of the building. The buildings on the side have that decal, so a nice mix of technique here to get the effect on this base. Then you have that bottom black sub base, and at the top where Spider-Man will key in, you also can see like the top of the building. All right, so on to Spider-Man himself. He's got that lean muscle build. You can see all of the strength in his left arm here, and then he has the classic Spider-Man thwip pose. Going on to the other side, I love the dark deep blue going to the light blue on the front. Here's the hole in his wrist where that webbing will go, and then onto that right arm. And once again, you have that deep dark blue with the light blue highlights on the front. I love the muscle definition on this piece. He looks strong with the proportional strength of a spider, that right hand and a grasping pose, and look at the strength in the forearm there. The red has different highlights, which is going to be even more evident in that portrait. And I like how they painted the key black. Then onto the body. So definitely another McFarlane inspiration here. I want to say it looks like Amazing Spider-Man 300. Once again, the muscle definition on the midsection, his abdomen, you have on the thighs here, and then over onto the back. Classic Spidey emblem on the back, and he just looks so lean and powerful. And then onto the portrait. I love those big bug-eyed spider eyes. Great job on that black outline, those big white eyes, and I love what they did with the red paint. As you can see on the back, it's that darker red, and then it goes to almost like a yellowish orange type of red on the front of his face. Great job on the paint applications, can't say enough about it. Now let's jump into the assembly. So we have the base on the table, Spider-Man keys in right on the top here. Then we'll go ahead and get his right arm keyed in. The painted black keys really help so you don't see those seams in the arms. They blend in with the costume. Let's go ahead and get the portrait on there. Same technique is used. And then lastly, that spider web, like I mentioned, which will go into his wrist. All right, guys, and there we have it, the Spider-Man Premium format by Sideshow. Let's take a look at the measurements on this guy first. So the tallest point being that right hand. He stands at about 21 inches tall. Now, the base has an extremely small footprint. I mean, you're talking about 7 inches in depth, 6 inches in width. But when you look at Spidey himself and how much he sticks out at about 14 inches, but that spiderweb is optional. This was sculpted by Daniel Bell and George Villar. You had Ivan K on the design, and of course, Bernardo Escoval on the paint. He's been killing it for Sideshow. All of the lighting effects that they used on the paint really stick out here, from the brightness of the front of him to the darkness on the back. And I wasn't all the way sold on that perspective base when this was first unveiled, but if you think about it, this is the 4th Spider-Man Premium format, not counting Miles Morales, not counting the Black Suit Symbiote, which has variants of other PFs and its own premium format, so they got to do something different. This one is the final companion piece that goes with the newer Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy Spider-Gwen statues, so it completes that trinity, and you can see them all here spinning on the table together. It did grow on me. I really dig the sculpt on Spider-Man though. So many Todd McFarlane inspirations, whether it's the spaghetti webbing or the ASM 300 pose. I think Daniel Bell and George Villar did an amazing job on the sculpt. They really captured Peter Parker's essence with that muscle definition and the posturing, just how he's looking slightly over his left shoulder, shooting out that webbing. This piece retails $695. It has a low edition size of 750. It still shows on pre-order at Sideshow, so it's shipping now. If you guys are looking for this, go ahead and pre-order it. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below, and I appreciate you watching. Stay minty fresh. Peace.